Now in this class we will see absolute convergence if sigma un and sigma mod un both converges, then sigma un is said to be absolutely converges. Here mod un represents a series of positive terms eliminating all negative signs. Now next is conditional converges. If sigma un converges and sigma mod un diverges, then we say sigma un that is given series is conditionally converges, means convergence and divergence both are there, then we say conditional convergence. We will see question based on this concept. Test whether the following series is absolutely or conditionally convergent. Sigma 1 to infinite minus 1 power of n minus 1 root n plus 1 minus root n. Now the given series let us take as sigma 1 to infinite un is equals to sigma 1 to infinite, we have minus 1 power of n minus 1 root n plus 1 minus root n. Now this minus 1 power of n minus 1 indicates the given series is alternating. The given series is alternating series due to this minus 1 power of n minus 1. Now after minus 1 power of n minus 1 we have root n plus 1 minus root n. Let us take this as Vn. Vn is equals to root over n plus 1 minus root n. Now rationalize this. Then we have root n is equals to root n plus 1 minus root n into we have root n plus 1 plus root n upon root n plus 1 plus root n. So this is the rationalizing factor. Now see here, this is in the form of a minus b into a plus b will be a square minus b square. So this will become root n plus 1 square minus root n square upon root n plus 1 plus root n. Now this root and root square will get cancelled. We have n plus 1 minus n upon root n plus 1 root n. Now this n and this will get cancelled. We have 1 by root n plus 1 plus root n. Now we have this Vn. Now I find out Vn plus 1, that is next term. We have Vn, now we want Vn plus 1, next term of this Vn. So this will become, put n as n plus 1, so this will become n plus 2 and this will also become n plus 1. Now compare Vn and Vn plus 1. Now start comparing from denominator. Here in denominator of Vn plus 1 we have root n plus 2 plus root n plus 1. This is the denominator of Vn plus 1. Here we have root n plus 1 plus root n, denominator of Vn. Now compare these two. This left hand side is greater, so I say this one is greater than the right hand side. Now if I take reciprocal, this will become 1 by root n plus 2 plus root n plus 1 upon root n plus 1 plus root n. Now if I take reciprocal, this greater sign will be less than. So here I can say Vn plus 1 is less than Vn for all n. It means that each term of the series is numerically less than its preceding term, right? The next term is lesser than the previous term. Now this is the case of Leibniz test. This is the condition for Leibniz test. First condition of Leibniz test. Now the second condition for Leibniz test is limit n tends to infinite Vn. That will be limit n tends to infinite. Vn value is 1 by root n plus 1 plus root n. Now if I put the limit, we have 1 by root infinite plus 1 will be infinite plus root infinite. So this will become 1 by infinite only, root infinite is infinite, this will be 0. So whenever we see limit n tends to infinite, Vn or Un is 0. By these two conditions we say that by Leibniz test it is convergence. So we can say given series sigma Un is convergent by Leibniz test based on these two conditions, this one and this one. One more is alternating series. These are the three conditions of Leibniz test. So it is convergent now. Now we go for conditional convergence or absolute convergence. For that we take mod Un, means without this minus 1 power of n plus 1. So let us consider now absolute or conditional convergence we see. So for that we take mod Un, only positive signs of Un. So mod Un will be, see here, we took this as Un, mod Un means remove this minus 1 power of n minus 1. So we are left with root n plus 1 root n plus 1 minus root n. If we rationalize this, just now we have rationalized, we got 1 by root over n plus 1 plus root n, right? Here we rationalize and we got this 1 by root n plus 1 by root n. Now for conditional or absolute conditional, I'll go for comparison test. So I'm taking root n common here. So take root n common. If I take root n common from the first term, then I have 1 plus under root. So I have under root 1 plus 1 by n and root n. Now take common root n from both the term. We have root n into root over 1 plus 1 by n plus 1. Now this can be written as 1 by root n into 1 by root over 1 plus 1 by n plus 1. Correct. Now let us take this 1 by root n, that is 1 by n power of 1 by 2 value as some Vn. Let us say this Vn. Now put this value here. So I'll get mod un value is Vn into 1 by root over 1 plus 1 by n plus 1. Now divide this by Vn. So mod un by Vn value is 1 by root over 1 plus 1 by n plus 1. Now apply limits on both sides. N tends to infinite, limit n tends to infinite. If I put the limit here, I'll get 1 by root 1 plus 0 plus 1. So I'll get 1 by 2 not equal to 0 means value, non-zero value, finite value. So whenever we get non-zero or finite value in comparison test, we say as Vn, that is Vn value is 1 by n power of 1 by 2 is a p series, with p value 1 by 2, that is less than 1. Whenever we have p less than 1, we say sigma Vn is divergent. Correct? Divergent. That implies sigma mod un. This is divergent. So this one also divergent. Mod un is also divergent by comparison test. Since comparison test says that both series will diverges or converges together. So here Vn is diverging, that's why mod un is also divergent. Now by this condition, see here in conditional converges, un converges, mod un diverges, then it is said to be conditional convergence. Hence we say the given series is conditional convergence, since the reason is sigma un is convergent, and sigma mod un is divergent. So due to these two variations, we say conditional convergence. Test whether the following series is absolutely or conditionally convergent. We have this sequence. Now let us see here. Given series is sigma un, that is sigma minus 1 power n 1 by 5 root n. Due to this minus 1 power of n, we say that the series is alternating series, that is positive and negative signs alternatively. Now take this value, this term as Vn. Let this Vn is equals to 1 by 5 root n. Now get next term, that is Vn plus 1, that will be 5 root n plus 1. Now compare Vn and Vn plus 1. Write down the denominator of Vn. We have root 5n plus 1 and 5 root n. By carefully observing that the left hand side is more than right hand side, so this will be greater. If I take reciprocal, 5 root n plus 1, 1 by 5 root n, then this greater sign will become less. So here I can say Vn plus 1 is less than Vn. So we say that each term of the series is numerically less than its preceding term. That is the case of Leibniz test, condition 1 of Leibniz test. Now we go for limit n tends to infinite Vn. That will be limit n tends to infinite, Vn value is 1 by 5 root n. Put the limit here, 1 by 5 root infinite will be 1 by infinite only, that will be 0. Hence we say that given series, that is sigma un, is convergent by Leibniz test. It is convergent by Leibniz test. Now we go for absolute or conditional convergence. Absolute or conditional convergence. For that we take mod un. Mod un will be, here we have this un, remove this minus 1 power of n, we have 1 by 5 root n. 1 by 5 root n. Now here I will take 1 by, let us take this 1 by root n, that is 1 by n power of 1 by 2 as some Vn series. Now this will become mod un equal to 1 by 5 Vn. Now take ratio of these two, mod un by Vn value is 1 by 5. Apply limits on both sides, limit n tends to infinite, limit n tends to infinite. So this will become 1 by 5 only, non-zero number, non-zero finite number. So by comparison test, see here, as sigma Vn value is sigma 1 by n power of 1 by 2 is a P series with P value 1 by 2 less than 1. When P is less than 1, sigma Vn is divergent. It is divergent. That implies sigma mod un. See here, if this is divergent, then this will also be divergent. Sigma mod un is also divergent by comparison test. Right. Now see here, if un converges and mod sigma un diverges, we say that conditional convergence. So let me write down here, given series is conditional convergence since mod un is divergent and sigma un is convergent. Both are opposite, that's why the given series is conditional. As whether the following series is absolutely or conditional convergence, we have sigma 2 to infinite minus power of n by n log n whole square. Now let us solve this, the given series. given series is sigma un, that is sigma minus 1 power of n upon n log n whole square. Due to this minus 1 power of n, we say that this is alternating series. Alternating series. Now let us take this n log n whole square as some Vn. Let Vn is equals to 1 by n into log n whole square. Now let's find out its next term of the series Vn plus 1. Vn plus 1 will be 1 by n plus 1 into log n plus 1 whole square. Now compare Vn and Vn plus 1. Comparing Vn and Vn plus 1, start writing from denominator. Here denominator of Vn plus 1 is n plus 1 into log n plus 1 whole square, and denominator of Vn is n log n square. Now by comparing these two, we can say that left hand side is greater than right hand side. So if I take the reciprocal, 1 by n plus 1 into log n plus 1 square, this will be, sorry, here I won't get greater sign, 1 by n log n whole square. Reciprocal, if we take reciprocal, the greater sign will become less, that is Vn plus 1 is less than Vn. It means that each term is numerically less than its preceding term. This is one of the condition of Leibniz test. Now the next condition for Leibniz test is applying limit n tends to infinite to un. Here we have Vn. Limit n tends to infinite, we have 1 by n into log n whole square. If I put infinite here, it will become 1 by infinite log infinite square. So this will become 1 by infinite only, that is 0. Hence we say that given series is convergent because it satisfies two conditions of Leibniz test. So given series is convergent by Leibniz test. Now we go for conditional convergence or absolute convergence. Conditional or absolute convergence. For that we take mod un, removing this minus 1 power of n. So let us take that mod un value will be 1 by n log n whole square. Now let us take this as 1 by n into 1 by n into 1 by log n square. Right, now let us take this 1 by n as some Vn. So mod un will now become Vn into 1 by log n whole square. Take ratio of Vn by un is equals to 1 by log n square. Now apply limits on both sides. N tends to infinite. So if I put infinite here, log infinite square. Log infinite value is infinite, infinite square is also infinite. So I am getting 0 here. Right? 0 means less than 1. So whenever we get limit n tends to infinite, the ratio of un by vn as less than 1, by comparison test, this sigma mod un is divergent. So one time it is divergent, here it is convergent here. So this is the case of conditional convergence. Given series is conditional convergence due to un is convergence and mod un is divergence. So that is the conditional convergence case.